Hey guys, what's up? It's Darkmec here and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different because the legends over at Blue have sent me their World of Warcraft YetiX USB microphone to have a play around with. And I've been messing around with it over the last couple of days and I'm going to give you my thoughts around the microphone now. So if you're thinking about buying one of these, hopefully I can answer most of your questions today. So, in the box, straight out, you'll get the Blue YetiX World of Warcraft Edition USB microphone. You'll get a USB cable with a micro USB and a standard USB end, and you'll get this quick start guide, which pretty much covers off everything you actually need to know about functioning with this microphone. They actually made this really simple, so kudos. The microphone itself is a very hefty piece of equipment. In its desk stand, it is about 1.3 kilograms. Out of the desk stand, it's about half a kilo that you will be affixing to a boom arm. The microphone is super simple to set up. You plug your USB micro into the bottom of the microphone, you plug the standard USB into your PC. The PC will automatically pick up the microphone as your input device. It is set up for both Windows and Mac. And the only other thing you'll need to do is download the Logitech G Hub gaming software to get the most out of the microphone. But I'll talk about that as we get further into the video. So, I would absolutely suggest that you get a boom arm for this microphone if you are aiming to use it for gaming, streaming content and that kind of doodahs. It will be an extra cost for you as a boom arm is not included with this, but I've put some in the description if you are looking for some for this microphone. The reason I would suggest putting it on a boom arm is to cut down on keyboard and desk noise, because if you have a desk mount and you are gaming and you hit your desk, or you are rough on your keys, you can see that bleeds through your audio, which is going to go into your content, which is generally what you want to avoid. A boom arm can really help you do that. Looking at the Logitech software, in here you'll have the ability to control pretty much everything you need to around the microphone. Your noise gate, your pop filter, your EQ balances, your noise reduction if you've got cars going past or dogs outside. You also get access to Blue Voice and a bunch of voice effects that come with a whole lot of presets that you can get a nice rounded sound off straight away, and you don't need to really know too much about this stuff. For example, I've just selected Broadcast 1 here, and that's exactly what you're hearing. I have not changed anything with the microphone. You also get access to the voice modulation, which the microphone has been heavily marketed around. The voice effects section comes with 21 voice effects and then hundreds of HD samples from Shadowlands and World of Warcraft, including NPCs like Jaina, Thrall, Bolvar, Sylvanas, iconic spells, creatures, ambient details, and environmental features. So to give you an example of some of the voice effects in here, if we go to the effects tab and you see under here with the blue voice effects, you can see the 21 voice augmentation effects that we have access to. Straight away, my brain jumps to the Lich King one, and to give you an example of that, Frostlord hungers. Now, it might not be the best Lich King in the world, but it makes me feel pretty cool. If you're into the Horde side of things with the orcs, Loktarogar for the Horde! That's pretty cool too. We got some Blingtron.
I don't know what a Blingtron sounds like.
We got some demons.
We got some gnomes.
We got some gnome extremes. I don't know what a gnome extreme is, but we got it.
So there's lots of really cool voice augmentation that you can do to bring some hype and some different flavor to your stream. If we look in the sampler tab, you can see the NPCs here in Bolvar, Jaina, Sylvanas, and Thrall, and we get a whole bunch of sound bites from them. The main one from Sylvanas, obviously, that everyone's going for
the Horde!
Because it's cool. Bolvar, we've got some fighting for Azeroth.
Fight for Azeroth.
And then you've got things in your iconic spells, like Curse of Tongues or Death Coil, Divine Shield, there's Shield Wall. So you can, again, if you're a World of Warcraft streamer, you can really hone your stream to another level from incorporating some of this stuff. It's worth noting you don't have to access it through Logitech as well. You will obviously have to have Logitech installed, but you can keybind this stuff. It's not like you have to click on it during stream to get these effects. You can keybind them. Another thing you'll notice is this import and create function, meaning as the community expands around this, you'll be able to import other people's sound effects into your own and use them, which is a really cool feature. Another pretty rad thing about this microphone is the 4 pickup patterns that you've got access to, from cardioid mode, omnidirectional mode, bidirectional mode, and stereo mode. You can find the toggle for this feature on the back of the microphone, and it's as easy as just pressing the button to switch between these pickup patterns. Majority of the time you will be functioning and using cardioid mode. The reason being is it records all sources that are directly in front of the microphone, and you'll be speaking with this microphone in an upright position due to how the capsules are positioned, rather than pointing the microphone towards you and speaking into the top. Bidirectional is cool if you're doing an interview, for example. You could sit the microphone in the middle of the table, as it records both the front and the back of the microphone. Stereo, if you're recording room sounds or someone playing guitar, singing, it uses the left and right channels to capture the sounds. And lastly, omnidirectional will pick up sound from all around the room, and it differs from stereo, I feel, and it just gives you a bit more of a fuller area, spacier sound as it records from all directions rather than just the left and right tracks. On the front of the microphone, you get a real-time meter in regards to how loud you're currently speaking through the microphone and how much gain you currently have applied to the microphone. If you are hitting red runes, it's a simple indication to dial back your gain. Your signal will be clipping, you might be too close to the microphone, or you just might have too much gain on it, so you can adjust this on the fly by just turning the dial. Otherwise, you can also do this in the Logitech software as well. You can also mute the microphone by pressing the button in the middle, which will turn the inner ring red, which means that your mic is muted. So if you get a phone call or someone walks in to talk to you and you don't want it going out over stream or through your content, you've got access to that as well. So final thoughts around the microphone, guys. All in all, it is a fantastic, no fuss plug and play microphone. As far as a USB microphone goes, the quality is fantastic, and for a price tag of 349 AUD or 199 USD, it's a very, very reasonably priced microphone for the quality that you get out of it. In regards to the voice effects, which is what the microphone was heavily marketed around, I can see that adds some cool hype and flair to your stream. I get that the microphone was aimed at Shadowlands launch and things like that, and that's why we got Bolvar, Thrall, Jaina, and Sylvanas, but I will admit I wanted Illidan and things like that in there. I wanted more Arthur samples. I think that was my expectation when I first saw the microphone, is that I would be talking like all my favorite NPCs. I was really happy to see a Lich King voice modulation in there, don't get me wrong, I think that was awesome, but I think that was my expectation. I was going to plug it in and I was going to be yelling at everyone that they weren't prepared kind of deal. The aesthetics of the microphone are really great. The grey body with the gold accents, the runes on the desk base mount look really cool. The runes for a noise meter is a very nice touch. It's a very pleasing microphone to look at. Keep in mind, putting it on a boom arm, you will lose a little bit of that wow factor in regards to you losing the gold base with the runes on it. And it is a very big microphone that you are sticking on a boom arm as well. But the advantage with a microphone like this is you can mount it off, between your monitors. It doesn't have to be in your face because, you're not talking into the top of it and you don't want to be too close to it. So it's not like that large microphone is going to take up, hopefully, a large amount of your camera real estate space. Now, just to give you a quick sound comparison in regards to something like how the sound difference is between this microphone and something like a Shure SM7B and a Go XLR, which is generally hailed as kind of like the go-to streaming audio. I'm going to have a bit of a chat right now, and I'm going to swap between both microphones and allow you guys to hear the sound difference just so you can get an idea of, kind of what difference there is in regards to a USB microphone versus an XLR microphone like the Shure SM7B. Okay, I changed my mind because I didn't write anything down and I couldn't say the same thing twice off the top of my head, and then editing back and forth was a real nightmare. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say a nursery rhyme on both microphones and you're going to hear the difference that way. So I'm going to start with the Shure.
Well, Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master and 1 for the... Just the second bag go to.
And now the Yeti. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master and 1 for the dame, nailed it, and 1 for the little boy who lived down the lane. So there you go, guys. That is my thoughts around the YetiX World of Warcraft USB edition microphone from Blue. Couldn't recommend it anymore. As I said, great value for money, I think, as a USB microphone. Hopefully, if you were thinking about purchasing one of these microphones, I've given you the answers that you may have been looking for. If you've got any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. Come find me on Twitch. Come say hi on the Discord. Big shout out to Blue for letting me play with their toy. And I'll see you all next time. See you, fam.